Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're able to watch this Zoom call. If you're watching live, thank you for being able to join me live. I'm going to do something real quickly here. I'm going to show you the benefits of My Car Club if you have not seen them before, and then I'm going to show you something spectacular that people don't realize. So you definitely want to stick around for the second video.
Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark, and I'm really excited about the information I'm going to be sharing with you over the next few minutes. And of course, I just had the opportunity to visit the home office in Dubai. I stayed there for just about 1 week, had the opportunity to meet the entire corporate staff. Of course, we had the launch event. It was an amazing experience. It was my second time in Dubai. And, Dubai is a very interesting city because it was created to show people what was possible for man. They have slogans like "Think Beyond," and I want you to think beyond today. Think beyond your circumstances. Think beyond what your fears, and just start getting into possibilities and start thinking about the potential for you to create something awesome for your family and your community. So, with that, I'd like to welcome you to My Car Club. This is all about putting you and I in the direct driver's seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is a club membership that gives us the ability to save money when it comes to our transportation, to earn money, as well as learn how to be good stewards over these vehicles that we have. And it also has an amazing travel program. We'll be talking about that as well over the next few minutes. So with that said, let's get started. So first question, why would a company want to start a car club of all things? Well, it has to do with this current state of the economy that we're all dealing with. If you think about the average cost of owning and operating a vehicle in the United States, according to AAA, in 2022, it was over $10,700. But fast forward to 2023, ladies and gentlemen, it's over $14,000 just to own and operate a vehicle in the United States. In fact, car ownership is the second largest expense that most people will have in their lifetime. So I have a question. What if you could cut most of the expense related to owning and operating a car? It could effectively put thousands of dollars a year back in your pockets, ladies and gentlemen. And when you consider My Car Club, start thinking about lifestyle choices, because this is much more than just about a car. I want you to think about cash flow. Cash flow equals freedom. The money that currently goes into car expenses, it could go to improve our lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen, such as eliminate that debt, pay off those mortgages, pay off those credit cards, those car loans, those student loan debts, and potentially save us thousands of dollars in interest. Not only that, you could take that much needed vacation, do those home improvements. Perhaps you want to start a business, improve your retirement situation. Maybe you want to fund college for a loved one, or maybe you want to take advantage of some opportunities that previously you couldn't do that because you didn't have the excess cash flow. So now let's get to the $1 million question. How can a company offer quality new cars with the best savings in the marketplace? I want you to start thinking about your gym membership or any other membership that you have. The average gym membership costs between $20 and $60 a month in the United States. So why do people join gyms? Well, they want to have access to the most expensive, the latest equipment, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment that's available to them right now. And they also want to participate in a community of like-minded people who are also interested in fitness and in health. So, but how often do you use your gym membership? Maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. But do you ever go a period where you don't use your membership at all, but yet you continue to pay those membership fees, right? Well, what about your car? How often do you use your car, and how important is it in order for you to maintain your lifestyle and to take care of your obligations and your family? That's why, ladies and gentlemen, a car membership club such as My Car Club, because in this membership club, there are no car notes, there are no insurance payments, there are no repair costs, there is no deposit, no financing needed, and there are no tax payments. You simply gas it up, charge it up, and drive. It is just that powerful. Now, what makes this powerful is something known as innovation and disruption, because there's always a better way of doing things. That's what makes life better. We know from the example of Airbnb, the world's largest provider of accommodations, that does not own any real estate, because it gives average people like you and I who own or control real estate the ability to generate income by renting out those properties rather than all that money going to the hotel chains and the corporations. And of course, we have Uber, the world's biggest taxi firm that does not own a single vehicle, because it gives average people like you and I, again, the ability to create income for our families rather than all that money going to the taxi cab owners and to the corporations. We're talking about empowering individuals. Now, when you think about the traditional way to access and to get transportation, of course, you could pay cash, but you could also finance your car. You know, I'm going to tell you an interesting story. When I was in my first year in the military, I purchased my first car. It was a 1967 Malibu. I paid $500 for it. I financed it through the credit union for 1 year, and you can't do that anymore. I remember when cars were available, you could purchase a brand new car for $19.95. Any of you remember that? Type Y in the chat box. Well, those days are gone. So are the 3-year car loans, the 4-year car loans. Most people are financing cars for 6 years, and some people even 9 years. And of course, you could lease a car. You could also rent a car. But as I mentioned, it's all about disruption, ladies and gentlemen, because what we have here is an innovative car membership club that can save people thousands of dollars a year in transportation costs while providing them a new or late model certified pre-owned car to drive. Once people understand the difference, which choice do you think they will make? Absolutely. They will choose innovation every time. That's why we are on this call. So again, I'd like to welcome you to mycarclub.com. It's all about you and I having the ability to drive our dream cars. So now, what is My Car Club? It's very simple. It is a subscription-based club membership with referral incentives. It may require significant effort and dedication to achieve success, and results may vary based on various factors, including individual effort. Furthermore, the company does not guarantee the success of any individual, nor does the company make any promises or representations about potential earnings or profits. Any earnings or income statements made by the company or any of its affiliates are solely for informational purposes only and are not guarantees of actual earnings. With that said, let's get into it. So the first thing you need to understand is that this is an exclusive membership club, ladies and gentlemen, and it is very, very simple. We promote this club through word of mouth. It doesn't get any easier than that. As a result of participating in this exclusive membership, we will first of all learn about vehicles. You know, vehicles are very high tech now. There's a lot to them than they used to be back in the day. This information is taught to us by way of car magazines and car newsletters, such as how to shop for the best insurance, how to find a good auto mechanic, how to do minor maintenance on your cars to avoid breakdown. Also, there's also discounts such as the car show. I go to the car show every year, discounts in going to the races, and there are workshops that show us various things such as how to detail our cars and how to do minor maintenance. But in addition to all that, we've got an amazing app that's coming out. In fact, it's available in the Google Play Store right now that will enable you to manage all of this and to create additional income. And of course, all that is going to be tax deductible. In addition to all those things and many more that are coming, and you'll be able to see this on tomorrow night's presentation, we'll share with you some of the new enhancements that are going on, but you also have the opportunity to get your dream car and to earn a residual income. Let's go ahead and break that down. So first of all, to get started, all you need is $165, which is the account setup fee. But right now there is a founder's discount where you save $55. That means all you need is $110. Plus you'll pay your first month subscription of $33. So we're talking about $140, $145 to get started. But a better way to do this is to pay for your membership for the entire year. You will save 1 month, and you'll also be part of our VIP membership. And we'll be talking more about that on tomorrow night's presentation. I'll have those details in the slide. So now we're talking about driving your dream car, and it's all inclusive. We're talking about perhaps a Mercedes C-Class, if that's what you like, or any vehicle up to $40,000 or an equivalent. And of course, as I mentioned, insurance is covered, maintenance is covered, road tax and breakdown coverage. All you need to do is add the fuel and drive. And if for some reason you don't want a car, the company will pay you $1,000 a month. Or if you're in a country where it's difficult for them to get a car to you because of laws and regulations, then you can also take the $1,000 a month. That is your option. So let's talk about the car and the residual income and what it takes to get the car. So to get the car, you're going to be building a community of 120 members, and you can simply do that by word of mouth. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. It's very simple. It's nothing complicated at all. But once that community grows to 240 members, not only do you have this car, but you also get $1,500 a month. And as your community continues to grow, then you get $4,000 a month. And when it continues to grow, instead of $4,000, you get $7,000 a month. And as it continues to grow, instead of $7,000, you get $10,000 a month. And that's with a community of 600 members. So very, very powerful. It actually goes beyond that. We discuss those things in a detailed training, usually once a week. All right. So coming out the gate, guess what? Every time you refer someone by word of mouth, guess what? You earn $55. Let's go ahead and break that down in detail. So your goal, my goal, is to personally refer at least 3 people who would love to have a car under these circumstances or take advantage of the other benefits we mentioned earlier. So the first person, we're going to say that's A, second person is B, and the third person is C. So you have the beginnings of 3 teams that you are about to build. Now, when you refer those 3 people within the first 30 days, you get a $110 fast track bonus. What does that mean? You've gotten all your money back and you're in profit. And most of our members are doing this within the first day. All right, because of the tremendous benefits that this program offers. There's nowhere else that you can get a car so cheaply and affordably as you can through this program and save money on all those other things as well. So best practices, you want to build 3 teams. And so you're looking for 3 people who are serious about getting a car. Maybe they're influencers, or maybe they are networkers, or they simply have experience in talking to others, right? And those people want to simply repeat this process. 3 people who refer 3. Simple as that. When you do that just a few times, guess what? You have teams of 40. So in the perfect scenario, you want to create 3 teams of 40. That's 120 members. Let me tell you this. You can build it deep, you can build it wide, it can be a combination of both. It doesn't matter as long as you have 120 members. But the best practice is to build it the way you see it on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to incentivize you to build this in the most effective way, when you get halfway to your goal of 40 members in 3 teams, when you get to 3 teams of 20, guess what? 60 members, you receive a residual of $300 a month. All right, so let's talk about the win-win scenario. The company has created something called the Vacation Savings Plan. That's what I call it. It's the no-claim bonus. This enables a person who's participating in the program to reduce their qualifications to get the car to just 50%. And so basically what happens is once you have been in the program for at least 2 years, you get to take an all-expense paid vacation. If you don't use it at the end of 2 years and you stay for 3 years, you get an even better vacation. And each year you get a better vacation until you get to the 5th year. If you don't want the vacation, guess what? Then all you need to qualify for the car is 60 members. Now, I do have a short video. I'm going to play this that explains that in detail. Let's watch this video.
MyCarClub.com No Claim Bonus. No Claim Bonus is designed to create a win-win scenario for people who have not yet achieved the car bonus. If you have not qualified for the car by the end of year 2, the company gives you 2 options. You can either take a holiday or qualify for the car with just 99 people instead of 120. The good part is that even when you take holiday, you don't lose the people you have signed up with in your team. Just that criteria remains 120. Upon completion of year 3, the company gives you 2 options again. You can either take a luxury holiday or reduce the criteria further and get your car with just 90 people. It gets even easier. At the end of year 4, you can qualify for a car with 78 people only, or take a resort holiday. Finally, at the end of year 5, you can either get a holiday for 2 or reduce your criteria to just 50%. That means you can qualify for your luxury car by just referring one person a month, 60 people in 60 months. And this means almost everyone can qualify for a car. My car.
All right. So it's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you personally refer just one person a month for those 60 months, you would qualify for a car. Very simple process, not complicated at all. So listen, I want to close with this, and then I'm going to basically just talk with everybody for a few minutes. I want you to think about how easy it is to do this. How do you qualify for a car? Well, it's super simple. You just talk to people. And even better, you talk to somebody every day, ladies and gentlemen, because what's easy to do is easy not to do. But when you work with a purpose, the work becomes easier. That's how powerful this can be. And so what you want to do is get in contact with the person who invited you on the call. They will literally walk you through the process, show you how to get started and to get set up with this program. And we work together as a team. We got a very specific strategy where we work together, supporting one another so that everybody can win. That's what this is all about.
All right. Now, let me show you this right here. If you remember, he was saying that $33 a month membership. Well, that $33 a month membership is way more powerful than you think it is, because it's like this. You know how you always hear in the news about how Donald Trump and Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon and Microsoft and all these people are not paying income tax, federal income tax. And then people want to complain about it and things like that. Well, instead of complaining, why not find out what they're doing and duplicate them? So that $33, it just made you a home-based business owner. So now you can take advantage of all of the tax laws that Donald Trump and Jeff Bezos and all these other people pay. No, but they don't pay. Sorry. So let me show you the benefits of owning a home-based business.
Hi, this is J.W. Warr with American Note Warehouse. I want to go over the tax advantages of owning a home-based business. I'm going to do it in black and white, so it's going to be really simple. Meet George and Jane. These two people have a lot of things in common. Each of them earns $3,000 a month, and each has a $150,000 mortgage at 6% on their house. The key difference between the two is Jane set up a home-based business. She went to a meeting one night and saw the possibilities of owning her own business and making extra income. So Jane joined a home-based business. Now, George was at the same meeting, but George just didn't get it. And so what George did, he didn't even see the advantages to owning a home-based business in his taxes. So he just kept doing what he's been doing, and he just keeps overpaying his income taxes every single month. Now, let's compare how much money they both bring home. Both make $3,000 a month. George pays $500 a month in income tax, but because Jane owns her own business and gets to write off all her business expenses, Jane actually doesn't have to pay income tax every month. George lives on $2,500 a month. Jane lives on $3,000 a month. George has been overpaying his taxes $200 every single month. He gets a $2,400 tax refund every year. He really loves getting that money. Him and his family go on vacation. Jane realized that you're lending money to the government and they're not paying you any interest. She also realized that she could use that money to pay off interest-bearing accounts. So she corrected her income tax by putting the right number of withholding allowances down, and so she does not overpay her taxes. Now, that means that George has $2,300 a month to live on, but Jane still has $3,000 a month to live on. Now, their mortgage payments are $900 a month. Available for paying down their mortgage, George has nothing extra, but Jane now has $700 a month extra because she's not overpaying her taxes and she's not paying any income tax because she has tax deductions. Jane took that $700 and paid off her mortgage. Both of them would be living on exactly the same amount of money every single month. So after 5 years, George still owes $140,000 on his home. Jane only owes $91,000 on hers, simply because she started a home-based business. Now, I'm not even counting the income she makes off her home-based business, just the tax advantage. 10 years and 7 months into this comparison, George still owes $124,000 on his house. Jane's home is now paid off. She's paid hers off completely using the tax advantages to a home-based business. Jane invests that $1,600 a month that she was paying on her house payment at 9% in her retirement account. Coming from what she was paying on her mortgage and the money she was overpaying on her taxes, she takes the whole $1,600 a month and invested at 9% in her retirement account. So 20 years after we started checking on him, George still owes $81,000 on his mortgage. Jane now has $318,000 in her retirement program and a paid-for house. 30 years, George's house is finally paid off, but he has zero in his retirement account. George paid $174,000 in interest alone on that house. Jane not only has her house paid off early, she now has $1.3 million in her retirement program simply because she started a home-based business. Jane only paid $53,000 in interest. Home-based businesses. A home-based business has got to be the answer. Which would you prefer? Sign up for a home-based business today.
All right. Now, I'm going to leave my link in the description so you can go ahead and register with My Car Club. But one of the things that he did not mention to you, as far as another tax advantage of owning a home-based business, you get to write off a portion of your rent or your mortgage, whatever you have, water, sewage, electricity, internet, cell phone bill, car expenses, your internet, and the food that you buy for your house. So that's other tax advantages that you get. So you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table. You just freely let the government have every year that's rightfully yours. And what they're doing with it, what those politicians doing with it, giving themselves a pay raise off of your money while you're sitting up here struggling every day and every week just to pay your bills. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave my link in the description so you can go ahead and register, and you get all these tax advantages even if you never tell anyone about My Car Club, or you never register anyone in your business, even if you never receive any spillover, if you do nothing with it and just pay for your monthly membership fee, you get all of these tax advantages. So don't let all this money just sit on the table and let the politicians have your money. Until next time, y'all have a great and wonderful and blessed day or evening whenever you're watching this video.